for this frog. Earlier for the Gustine Frog team, Frank Fasano. Right off the carpet there, right on the edge of the aluminum.
Aluminium.
All right, that frog got a little altitude there and lost some momentum, but nonetheless, he's out here ways. 17 feet, 11 and a half inches for that frog. 17 feet, 11 and 1/2 inches. All right, Randy, how do you say, Matagi with the Bozos. Randy qualified at 18, 11 and a half with a frog named Shaket. Oh, Shaka? Okay, I guess we got correct the spelling on Shaka as the name of that frog instead of Shaket. Shaka, the Bozos team member Randy with a qualifier at 18, 11 and 1/2. And that frog's moving right along. Yeah! Good thing she was able to pull herself up there. She almost, as we say, over jockeyed and could have gotten hit by that frog, which would have really been a heartbreak to get that one that far out there. She was jumping as well as the frog, by golly. Bob Fasano coming up. 19 feet, 3 and a half inches. 19, 3 and 1/2.
Nice.
Bob Fasano and the Gustine Frog team with Discovery Channel, the name of the frog. Qualified as the frog at 19 feet with a 1/4 inch earlier. Bob Fasano. Discovery Channel, go frog, go. Almost to the edge of the carpet there. We'll get a mark there. $17-4 for that jump. 17-4. Now our next jockey, Bob Strain, had to leave. There was a circumstance that just required him to be gone, and actually Isabel Borelli will be jockeying for Bob. He qualified at 19 feet with a 1/2 inch with the Gustine Frog team with a frog named Paso.
Quickly, kids, you're in the way. People are trying to take pictures.
Isabel Borelli coming in. You saw Frank earlier, her husband. She's jockeying for Bob's train. Oh, that frog wants to tip over and go sideways and says, "I'm tired. I've done enough of this stuff for the weekend. Get me out of here." So we'll get a mark for Isabel while Bridget Baldwin gets ready in the wings here. Bridget Baldwin. 12 foot 10 and 3/4. 12 foot 10 and 3/4 inches. All right, Bridget Baldwin qualified number 41 at 19-1, 19 foot 1 inches with her frog. Leap of Faith for the Bozos. Bridget Baldwin for the Bozos with the Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith, the frog. Oh, 2 incredible jumps and a little hopper down there that just makes you get heartsick real quick, folks. You know, you got to feel it for them, I'll tell you. Bridget Baldwin gave it a heck of an effort, and that frog just kind of lightened the load here and then did a little hop. 16-5 for Bridget, 16-5. Next up, we have Bud Carl, number 42 on our list at qualified with a 19 5.5 inch jump. He's with the Judici Gonzalez Matasi team, Dancing with the Frogs. Dancing with the Frogs for Bud Carl. Uh-oh. Well, Bud, doggone it. I'll tell you, there's nothing like a frog to just ruin your day. But then on the other hand, it takes a good frog to make your day. So far, it's been pretty darn entertaining, wouldn't you say? These frogs are doing their best to entertain you all here. We've got Austin Borelli coming up next, and we got a mark. 11 foot 8.5 inches, 11 feet 8.5 inches. Austin Borelli coming up here with the Gustine Frog team with a frog named Nike, it looks like. 19.6.5 is how he qualified in for number 43, Austin Borelli. Been doing this his whole life as well. Right out there, close. We're getting down to the wire, folks. We've only got a half dozen or so more. Nicole will be coming up next while we get Austin's mark. 16 feet 4 3/4, 16 4 3/4 inches. Nicole Borelli coming in behind him. She came ahead of him actually at 19.7.5 is how she qualified at 44. Gustine Frog team again with NB, the initials NB. I guess that would be Nicole Borelli herself. It's a good little frog. NB, the name of the frog. Oh, what that frog decided to go that way? While we get Nicole's mark, Greg Smith will get his frog ready in the background here. Greg Smith out of the Bozos team. "14 foot 5 1/4 inches." 14 5 1/4. All right, Greg. Greg Smith qualified at 19.8. Brought him in at number 45.
Come on, Bozos!
Greg Smith with the Bozos with Last Chance, the name of the frog. And it was the frog that got him here. Now earlier, you know, when y'all were coming in and watching them qualify and everything, we might have 1 or 5 of you out there in the crowd. You never figured frogs to be so crowd shy, would you? They take a look out there and they see all these these happy faces and turn around and go the other way. 17 feet 1 1/2 inches, 17 feet 1 1/2 inches on that jump. Michael Wright coming in here with the Bozos team. It's My Time to Shine, the name of the frog. He qualified at 19 8 1/4. Number 46, 19 feet 8 1/4 inches. Michael Wright with the Bozos. And another, looking at that blue box there, frog. You're not going anywhere now. He's a slippery little rascal too. Michael Wright will get his mark here while Frank Borelli Jr. gets his frog ready in the wings. 12 foot 9 1/2, 12 9 1/2. Frank Borelli Jr. coming up with the Gustine Frog team. They've had a lot of frogs in the competition this round. They have some good frogs obviously over the week here. Frank Borelli Jr. qualified 19 9 1/4 inches. El Guapo Frog be the name of his frog. El Guapo Frog. Frank Borelli Jr. Steve's got a mark out there for him right there. And while we get that mark for Frank, Amanda Fasano will be getting her frog ready in the wings here for you folks.
Yep.
16 feet 1 3/4 inches. 16 feet 1 3/4 inches on that last jump. Amanda Fasano coming in. She qualified with a 19 11 at number 48. Amanda Fasano, Gustine Frog team with a frog named Kermit. We're up to the last 4 frogs here, folks. Amanda Fasano, Kermit the Frog is her frog. Ah. Bet you're thankful for that little bit of a breeze that kind of wafts through every once in a while. I'll tell you, it feels good up here.
What breeze? Where?
16 2 for Amanda. 16 foot 2 inches for that jump. 16 and 2. All right, Kevin Daly coming up here. Kevin qualified with a 20 foot 1 1/4 inch jump earlier at number 49. With the Bozos with Boo Boo Beware, the name of his frog. Boo Boo Beware, Kevin Daly.
He's ready.
He says, no, you sucker, you were looking the wrong way or something. You got your chin up, but something wasn't quite right. Gonna give him a little re-dip here. Shake some out. Straighten him out, one more. Boy, he laid out straight out there. Even though his legs were behind him, we measured to where the tail ended up, not the legs. So got the advantage of that. Kevin Daly, we'll get a mark for him while John Kitchell gets ready in the wings. 17 feet 7 1/2 inches. 17 feet 7 1/2 inches for that frog jump for Kevin. John Kitchell, number 50, qualified with a 20 foot 3 inch jump. 20 feet 3 inches. Calaveras frog jockeys. Your local boys here with 6 Mile Shooter, the name of the frog. 6 Mile Shooter, John Kitchell, Calaveras frog jockeys. Oh man, I'm glad them screws are nailed down in there. Land on top of this expandable aluminum here. We got Bert, Tim Bert's got the mark here. 6 Mile Shooter was the name of the frog. Gary Johnson will be our next and final contestant. 18 10 3/4. 18 10 3/4 inches. Gary Johnson out of San Andreas is with the Oregon Frog team. He's got a frog named Mr. Frog that topped the competition in the qualifiers at 20 foot 3 1/4 inches. 20 foot 3 1/4 for Gary Johnson. Made it look easy earlier on. Just walked out there, dropped that frog, and away he went. The Oregon Frog team. Mr. Frog is our final frog here. Stick around, folks. The show's not over quite yet.
Yeah, the sunglasses over here. I took one of Microsoft a couple years ago. He's laid out.
Oh, well, there it is. Frogs, frogs, frogs. All right, folks, it's all over but the shout now, so hang on. We'll be tallying this up here and getting everything lined up and announcing everything officially like. Gary Johnson's Mr. Frog came in with 15 feet 1/4 inch. 15 feet 1/4 inch. Thank you, one and all. It's another year of frog jumping here, the 81st